What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bondy.Blue, and I am back for another recap, review, whatever. Okay, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, y'all. Oh my God, it's just Instagram because I woke up and just thinking about all the things I have to do. I wish y'all knew like how long it takes me to edit my videos now that I have to put pictures over them and all of that type of shit. And I get up this morning, I look at my numbers for Queen Sugar and Power, and I'm just like, okay. Like, it just sometimes it doesn't bother me, and then other times I'm like, why am I doing all of this? Like, what am I doing all of this for? Okay, which brings me to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I'm not about to do all of this shit, because if y'all could see like all of the notes I made for the show yesterday, because they have so many different fucking people on the show, and it's just, look, let's just go ahead and go, start off with the who's new and all of that shit. Okay, Keisha Cole. We all know Keisha Cole. Okay, love. All of that shit. All right, look, I meant to sing her love, but then it ran into music's love. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility that you'll look at me differently, love. I know some of y'all gonna sing with me on that. That's why I was feeling that one, because some of y'all gonna sing with me. Anyway, y'all, so Keisha Cole is new. She putting out a new album called the 11/11 Reset. Okay, she gonna do a tour whole 9. Her and Booby are still living in her house together, even though they are not in a relationship together. He says that he wants to make it work, and he also wants to support her in any way he can with their son while she's on tour and doing her music thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, that's what his storyline is starting. Okay, cool. Hazel got a new man, some nigga named Rose. Okay, and I'm like, what kind of nigga name is Rose? Like Rose Island, nigga? What's wrong with you? She going on and off. This is why I say Hazel is lame. Okay. Usually, I'm here for the underdog coming up and doing stuntation on hoes, okay? Usually, I'm here for that. But first of all, Hazel is always lacking in some aspect that is very noticeable. Namely her real self-esteem. Like, I know everybody thinks she has this high self-esteem, but it's a front, and it's an obvious front. I don't know if it's the cameras or what, but the shit shows very clear through that I have fucked up self-esteem, and I like to act like I'm dipping it and fucking doing it so that you hoes don't get the best of me, because we saw how she would, look fucking stupid these first couple of seasons. But I kind of felt like if you was being genuine to your emotions, you know what I'm saying? I can't really look at you like that's fucked up. But when I see you fronting this shit all the time, I get annoyed with that persona shit that Hazel likes to do. I agree with Tiara, okay? Apparently Hazel and Tiara are beefed out this season. Tiara thought they were fine, but Hazel is still mad over the bird thing. Hazel's still mad at Masika over the bird thing. And it's like, I wish you would get over it. Berg is not even on the show anymore. Is Berg even still making music? I don't fucking know. I don't care. He comes off like a little asshole, like a nigga who think he cute, who can borderline be a lesbian, okay? I don't give a fuck about Berg. And the fact that we are on season, what have you, what is it, season 4 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and we still talking about this shit, Hazel, adds to your lame factor, bitch. Get over it. You have a whole new man, and all you can do is sit up there and talk to him about how you gonna stun on these hoes because they stole Bergie from you. Bitch, we were there. Bergie was never yours. See, adding to the lameness? Whatever, I don't have time. Moving along. So Moniece is dating that little white girl, AD. Okay, we've seen them on social media. They've been together for 6 months. They about to move in with each other. Okay, they out chilling, and here come Masika. Masika all happy because she's like, MILF juicy and shit. And she's all bucked up. My life is great and all of this shit. And it's like, okay, so let's hate the Masika, Moniece, Zell. That's the new dude. I don't know what his whole name is, but there's this new gay guy on the show. Well, not gay, he's bisexual. But his name is Zell. And the only reason I say that is because they made such a big deal out of it when they put the first, gay couple on Love and Hip Hop, and now, it's becoming a thing. I'm not upset about it or anything. I'm just upset about that fucking jumpsuit he had on. Now, most of the time when people are friends with whoever's friends with Moniece, I tend to like them because I just like Moniece. I don't know why. Moniece is fucking crazy. I can always point out when Moniece is being wrong, but so can Moniece, and Moniece doesn't give a fuck. She can say I'm wrong, and guess what? I don't care. And I can appreciate that about her crazy ass, okay? So most of the time I'm here, but Zell was like rubbing me wrong from jump, okay? And I don't know why, but I mean, we'll see how this goes, okay? We will definitely see how this goes, okay? So Safari and Booby meet up. so that they can talk about all their respective situations like I give a fuck, okay? That's just so we can know that everybody knows each other. Fizz still seems like a little bitter Betty. Okay, Fizz, you seem bitter, bitch. I don't know why, but you just seem bitter. Brooke Valentine is on the show, and she has a boo named Marcus. They make beautiful music together. He was supposed to be getting a divorce from his wife, but she meets up with his mom, and I'm like, my nigga, if you knew that you wasn't divorced, why would you have her meet up with your mom, who also knows you're not divorced? Like her mom wasn't gonna keep it one, like your mom wasn't gonna tell her. That was fucking stupid to me. You set yourself up for that shit. So Brooke and Marcus' whole little storyline is, we're together, we feel each other, we make beautiful music, oh my god, our relationship could be so bomb, but this nigga still married, okay? At the beginning of the episode, when we first see Brooke and Marcus, she didn't know. She meets with the mom tells her, and then she does this whole little sexy lingerie dinner thing, and then, oh, but nigga, I know you got a wife. And it's just like, all of this for what? Just say, so nigga, you got a wife. Like, why does everything have to be like, you know, a love scene by Joe? I don't understand why. So Hazel has like this party called Girl Code Inc., and I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, everybody's there to hate. Masika, I don't know, was Masika there? I think Masika was there. Yeah, Masika was there. Zell was there. Moniece was there. And they were there to be petty and stupid and ignorant. They were fucking annoying to me. At the end of the day, if you're going to come to somebody's event, can you act like you have some fucking sense? Masika even walked in there with bags for all of them that had earphones in them so they wouldn't have to hear Hazel E's performance. Don't get me wrong. Hazel E has one of the most terrible flows I've ever heard, okay? Like, give up being a rapper because you don't have a good flow. Do something else, bitch, okay? Do something else. I hate to knock people's dreams, but if you keep doing it and you never have any success, even when you're being put on a platform like Love and Hip Hop, and we hear your songs and I hear it and I'm like, your flow is terrible. Why haven't you gotten any better at this point? I'm telling you to move on to your next talent, bitch, okay? Now, I may feel like that, but when Hazel hopped up off the helicopter, Nicki Baby and Safari was there, hopped up off the helicopter with her dude and shit, walk up on the stage with a big ass fur on, looking like she had, you know, a tiger's pussy on her shoulders. I was just like, you know what, girl, dip it and fucking do it, okay? I am not mad at the entry, okay? I am not mad at it at all. Them other hoes was mad. And see, Moniece, this is when I get mad at you, because I feel like, why are you being involved in this petty shit? Like, it's one thing to be there and like low-key hate, but to be over in the corner acting a fool like they were doing with the earphones and talking loud when she started to speak, all of that shit was stupid. Hazel eventually gets off the stage and, you know, gets into a little scruffle. You know, nobody ever hits anybody. Like, nobody wants to mess up all their surgery. Like, Masika stayed throwing all of these slugs at Hazel E for getting surgery like she never got surgery. Bitch, we've seen how your face didn't move sometimes, okay? Stop that shit. Stop that shit right now, okay? Unless you gotten absolutely nothing done, you cannot fucking talk about that girl like that, okay? Because all y'all hoes do it, okay? I'm not mad at y'all for what y'all do. I just like to point out when y'all have fucked up and gone too far. Hazel, I feel like she looks great. Her weaves are always an issue for me. Her weaves are always an issue for me. Apparently, she invited Tiara Marie to the party, but Tiara didn't come because Tiara's somewhere getting fucked up. So her and Tiara meet up later on, and we're like, where were we when this became an issue between y'all two? They didn't even sit down for 2 seconds before they started fucking arguing with one another about who's a scam artist and who's living off of credit cards and shit like that, and how Hazel don't own nothing and she's just a stunner and a liar and all of that shit. And I kind of agree with Tiara. Hazel, all you do is stunt, okay? I want you to have some real happiness, and that happiness is going to be dependent upon you, yourself, and you, not what everybody else thinks about you, not stunting on these hoes, not what they gotta say about you. And that's what makes it so lame, that you care so much about what these basic bitches gotta say about you. That's why you're lame, because you care, and it shows that you care. Why do you even give a fuck at this point? She need to get therapy. Like, stop getting fucking surgery and go to a doctor that can help shrink your mind, bitch. Help your mind get together, okay? Because as much shit as you do to your face and your body, none of that is going to make you feel better as a person when you're going through these types of thoughts in your mind about always having to compete with stupid bitches, okay? I'm being real with y'all. Her and Tiara's argument was fucked up. She tried to act like it was all on Tiara, like Tiara's the one that's acting like a drunk lunatic. Bitch, Tiara got up and walked off from the table and you threw a plate of food at her. What are you talking about? Tiara was gonna whoop that ass, and I wanted her to. I wanted her to, because I feel like this is one of them situations where Hazel's like, I run this city, bitch. I do this and I am this and I pop up on hell helicopters and Maseratis, and bitch, can you breathe through your nose? Better question. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, I was just like so over this bullshit, y'all. I couldn't believe that they beefing out like that over what? Over what? So Moniece was performing, having this little performance, right? And she got Zell there. Masika didn't come because Masika said she was in the studio with a nigga that Moniece was already in the studio past this week. So Moniece is like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, you're in the studio, why aren't you here? Whatever. Okay, we pushed that to the side and we watched Nikki, Alexis Sky, and Hazel E walk in. No, not Hazel E. Was it Hazel E? I think it was Hazel E. I can't even keep up with who's friends on this show anymore. Nikki introduced Hazel to Alexis Sky because they both hate Masika. They showed up to Moniece's performance thinking that Masika was gonna be there. Nikki automatically starts to argue with Zell because Zell, you know, is talking about all her surgeries and how, you know, I ain't gonna argue with bad bitches, but I'll read bad bitches. And I'm like, nigga, you lame as fuck for that one. Like, I hate when people come on these shows and try to be so fucking extra that they fall into the lame category, nigga. Then I also don't like when dudes be so aggressive to chicks. Like, I'm not mad at him for throwing that drink though. I'm not mad at it. This is not one of those situations. I was saying that I normally get mad about shit like that, but Alexis Sky threw her whole purse at this man and he just threw the drink at her. And I was like, okay, I'm not mad at that. Douse the bitch, okay? Because females all the time feel like they can go at men in such a way and they feel like nothing's going to happen to them. And I want you to know that men are quicker, stronger, and faster to get through security. So I'm gonna need for you to calm the fuck down when you don't know these niggas and you don't know how they roll, okay? All right? Yeah, y'all. So they showed up looking for Masika. Where Masika at? Oh, she's booked. And I'm just like, that bitch ain't booked doing nothing. That hoe at home eating chips and fucking dip now, okay? Like, stop it. Masika always acts like she's so fucking important, but yet has so much time on her hands to be on social media talking shit. And the same thing with Alexis Sky. And Alexis, you and Fetty Wap are not even together anymore. Why are you still trying to fight this bitch over him? All y'all hoes need to move on like Maya and get y'all life, okay? All y'all are mad about shit that happened years ago. Okay, y'all ain't even been alive that long for y'all to be holding beef this long. Okay, I'm gonna need for y'all to get some new fucking storylines, some new shit to be angry about. Alexis Sky, Masika had that baby over a year ago, bitch. Okay, you and Fetty Wap still ain't together. That nigga ain't had a song come out on the radio in a minute. This shit is in the past. Why are you still upset at this? You don't have another man by now, bitch? That's why I ain't got time to read all them paragraphs you be putting on Instagram. Girl, I ain't got time for that shit. You too much living in the past, okay? Moniece is just there to be fucking messy. The Zell dude is just there to be like gay accessories, which works on my nerves. Like, either be a real person in a situation or fucking calm down, okay? But always being an accessory, you know what I'm saying, to pop off in scenes, be fucking extra and all of that. That shit starts to get on my nerves. Be a regular fucking person first, okay? Then do extra shit, okay? Let us like you before we start feeling like, calm down, okay? And that's how I felt about Zell. But, you know, we still got time. Anyway, y'all, yeah, that was basically everything that happened on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. They started off trying to do the most beyonding as far as I'm concerned. Tell me what you thought about it. Maybe I'll be more in depth next week. But for this week, this is what you get. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. See you in the next one.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good, touch my swag,